This is To the Rescue Authentic Networking. I'm Jennifer Johnson, Executive Director of TTR Networking and a relationship marketing coach. This show is all about the authentic business networking, relationship building, and the success strategies used by our members to grow their businesses and give back to local nonprofits. Be sure to stay up to date. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the bell to get notifications of new episodes, and please visit our website www.ttrnetworking.com. Now, on with the show.
Welcome to the Rescue Authentic Networking Videocast. I am Nicole Williams, along with my co-host, Jennifer Johnson. Jennifer, how are you today?
I'm doing well. Oh, you know what? We have a special guest today. And I was just realized, Jim, we didn't even ask you how you wanted to be introduced. So I guess you get to create it. I know this is Professor Jim that we're interviewing, and Jim Mathews is our guest. Jim, tell us, how would you want to be introduced?
Well, my name's Jim Mathews, and I'm the director of ProdigySTEM Club. I'm also the founder. And ProdigySTEM is actually an internet platform for families with kids, kindergarten through sixth grade. And the purpose is to provide tools and resources so kids can learn STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, math, at home and outside the classroom.
Wow, well, he's got that down really well. But he forgot to tell us that he was Professor Jim, right? You're Professor Jim.
We have a character.
Yeah.
My character on the web is we do videos where you not only create things you've probably seen on other videos, but make it better. You make the changes, and there's a worksheet that comes with it that you can download for free that helps the kids to build their cognitive thinking and critical thinking, actually, and using the STEM process early in their life. So when they get into junior high and high school, it's just natural to go through these things.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to say it again. Tell me, it's STEM is STEM, and it's what is science, technology. No, go ahead.
Science, technology, engineering, and math.
Okay, got it. All right. So we know what you do. You're the founder. You've been doing this for a long time.
5 years.
How many, 5 years?
5 years I started this idea.
Wow. Because I've known you the 5 years, I know. And what you do, we know what you do, but you're actually retired. And this is just because you want to make a difference in the world, right?
Right. Yeah.
And what a great thing to reach out to young people, and what a time to be doing that. Tell us what, you know, a lot of our guests we've been asking, how's this COVID thing happen? You know, what's it doing? Well, what is it? I mean, for your business, you were telling us earlier, this is what it should be doing, where you should be. So I don't know if that makes a lot of sense when I'm asking it, but tell us what your vision of because 5 years in the big picture probably seems, I know you've poured your heart and soul into this, but that's really not that long, right? It really isn't in the big picture. Long. So what you're doing now, what are you doing now, and what's your vision of what this should be now with the world being in, okay.
I'll tell you, the reason I started this is I was actually a substitute teacher for Wayne Township, and I found myself in different classes, and I noticed that the focus was on math and English, because mostly driven from the standardized testing that are done every year, and funding comes from standardized testing, so that's what's important. And I noticed that the science part of it is like an elective. It's just something that's done maybe once a week or just once every other week. They alternate it with history, which is another one of those subjects that are not focused on. So I said, how is someone learning math and not using science? Because math is the language of science. And it doesn't look like anytime soon that you will see the STEM process being done in elementary schools. there's a drive to do it in the next 6 years, but 6 years is kindergarten through sixth grade. And if your child's in kindergarten right now, they're not going to see it. They're going to see it in the junior high and high school where it is now. They do a lot of stuff on biology and robotics for the STEM program. But what's being done now has to be done at home. So what ProdigySTEM is designed for is to create a fun environment so the kids can get that connection between science and math and understand it more and do better when they're in school because they have something to look at. So that's been the major goal in what I do. The challenge with that is usually in a normal routine outside the COVID virus, once the kids got home, they had a normal routine and do their homework or go out and play and relax. They've been in school all day. You want them to relax a little bit. And then it's time to eat, get ready for bed, and that's the end of the day. So where do you fit outside curriculum or some kind of project that they could do? So now that the COVID virus forces everybody to be at home, where families are going into different routines, what are we going to do with the kids if they just stay in the house all day or go outside just in the yard? So we have that opportunity now to use that we have that space. So instead of falling into TV or videos, video games, things like that, they can actually do some of these projects and make it fun and start new habits. So when we get back to our normal lives, if we do, that would be something that they're already into. And so ProdigySTEM in the future is always have this type of resources and tools, like I said, to be able to do these things.
And it's ProdigySTEM.com.
Right, that's the website. It's an internet platform right now. In the past, we've done workshops live, but right now we're not able to. So.
Yeah, no kidding. Take it away, Nicole.
Well, I have to say that I love your website. I love it. I love when you go to it, you have so many different options. And it's really neat because you're geared K through 6. And then the parents can do the activities with children and you use recyclables. I love that because you're right. Our schools are missing the math and the science, and you're introducing engineering and all those cool things. Our Videocast, we talk a lot about being authentic, being real. We wonder what that means to you and ProdigySTEM, what being authentic means.
Well, that's a good question. Thank you. Being authentic means that what I do is what I believe in. I truly believe that this is something we're going to need. And I put my time in. Like you said, I'm retired and I'm doing this in my spare time because I want to do something for the community. And I want to be honest and not try to make this some kind of imaginary commercial thing where it's just something people just get into and maybe buy something. Or I want it to be something people use and create a kind of a not just community, but also some kind of a culture where we can learn more at home and not so much depending on the schools. So that part of being authentic is hopefully projects in what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That's awesome. That's so important, being real and all that. How does your website, how do you find business, or how do you attract people to your site and kids? And how do you find that?
The main thing is it's word of mouth right now due to the cost of trying to advertise. I've been on Facebook and I've done what they call boosts. There's an actual website or it's called a fan page or a business page which shows which specific, and I'll post a lot of the blogs or some of the videos on there, and then people can see it and it directs them back to the webpage where there's a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's been my main thing. I'm also networking. I belong to TTR, and it allows me to interact with the community of people with real businesses and that are doing things in the community constantly. we do a lot with non-for-profits too. Each of our groups have someone that we sponsor, so that gets us out there as well. So it's not all about just context, it's about relationships. So being part of the community, and it makes it, like I said, more authentic. So.
We do like that word. Authentic works very well, doesn't it? It's a good thing. You know, I'm fooling around with my pictures here. Don't know if you guys saw that, but I kind of changed it up for a couple screens there. Well, you answered the question though I was going to ask, Jim. I think I actually know that I might have invited you to our networking, which tends to be a lot of the people I see. I invite them, don't I, or Nicole? I tend to invite people. So you found our networking, and you're in. Actually, Nicole's the leader of your group. That just kind of worked out really well. We are nonprofit oriented, and I guess I would say you just said some of the things at the next question, but do you want to share, because you're now in the process of trying to set it up as a nonprofit, right? So so tell us about that.
Well, I found that there's a lot more opportunity, and what I'm doing is definitely focused on helping the community. So it just makes sense to go non-for-profit. It is a challenge. I've never done this before, so I'm doing a lot of reading. Matter of fact, there's a member of my TTR network that is going to help me. He's a lawyer, and that's going to be helpful. So I don't have to go very far to look for help.
Well, that is the advantage to having a network of people, professionals that you can trust around you. I mean, we've all come from networking worlds. I mean, I know, Jim, you know, we say you're retired. You're not. You got so many good years of doing this. So I get very excited at the possibility. And I think, like you said, the network of people around you, you know, you don't have to go too far. The other part of it, we're all trying to get out there and promote what you're doing. It's not easy. So what do you need? I know Nicole's got a couple questions for you, but what do you need from, I guess, from us and those that are listening? What can we do? I mean, can we go to your website, subscribe to your, you know, what do we need? What do you need us to do?
Well, a lot of this came from my thoughts in my head, which, as you can see, very limited space. I definitely want to reach out, and I would like people to think about expectations when you heard of the name, or you were going to get on the website for that first time. What did you expect to find on there? What are some of the things that aren't there that you say should be there?
Okay.
And that type of thing is what I'm looking for, is people's opinions, and I respect everybody's opinion when they tell me good or bad, and I do take it to heart. So I'm very good with criticism, by the way. So I really need that from people. Also, just getting the word out and having people look at the videos, try some of the worksheets that are on there, see how it works with their kids, and then give me their feedback. Say, well, this worked really good, this one not so much, and I could just make it better and better. So that's what I'm looking for right now.
That's exactly. Okay. So that kind of thing, that support, you are trying to really reach out to the homeschooling communities too, right? So if somebody, yeah. So your emails, oh, I'm going to let Nicole take it. Actually, I almost missed that. Go ahead, Nicole.
No, that's okay. So you told us a little bit about how yours is going to become a nonprofit, and in our group, we support a lot of nonprofits. Do you have a favorite one that you got that you like, you know, that you support in the community that touches your heart?
There's several that I do support. There's well, like a national, I've always
Sure.
I was part of Compassion International for, as a matter of fact, I was an advocate for them for several years. I think I'm still one, I'm not sure. But they used to have concerts. The idea is to reach out in communities that can't help themselves and provide them with the resources so they can. It was never a charity kind of thing, as far as just feeding them money and stuff. So I like that one. We sponsored a girl for 12 years. It was great. She finally went on her own. It's where you sponsor a child kind of thing. Another one that touches my heart is St. Jude's Hospital, because I know a lot of people with cancer. I can't imagine what it'd be like for a child to have cancer, and it's been around since I can remember, with Danny Thomas and all that. It's very genuine to me. So those are two, mostly national. I support sometimes kitchens like Wheeler Mission. I've been there and helped out a couple times. Just they always need people, sometimes more than money. So
Yeah.
those type I help with.
Well, thank you. That is wow. Okay, so how can we find you? You mentioned a Facebook page. Could you tell us how we can find you on Facebook?
On Facebook, Facebook we have two different ones. There's a group page called Keeping Kids Busy at Home.
Right.
That allows people to share what they're doing with their kids during the summer, the COVID and all that going on. Touched on stuff like gardening. Kids learn where the food comes from. So gardening is very popular thing to do with kids. My wife found some of the stuff called kinetic sands. Kids love.
Oh, I saw that. That is neat. My girls have never used that. They would have loved that.
Yeah, my grandson will be there for hours just creating stuff, making changes. It's just fun. And it's in a contained area. So, and there's a lot of other things that people are able to share. So that's what that's for. Then also we have a regular site where we post what's new on the webpage, like the blogs and, like I said before, the blogs and the new videos when they come out and places like that. So that's on Prodigy, just I guess hashtag ProdigySTEM on Facebook and take you right to that page. Also on the webpage, ProdigySTEM.com, all the links are there.
Okay.
Then there's Instagram, same thing, ProdigySTEM. Twitter, ProdigySTEM, same thing.
So you're on Instagram too. Awesome. And Twitter.
On Instagram too.
And what is your email, Jim? Just so I'm going to put it in the notes of here, but what's your email?
My email's ProdigySTEM@gmail.com.
STEM@gmail. Okay. Cool. All right. That's great. Okay.
Awesome. Did you have anything else you wanted to ask him, Jennifer, before we ask him?
No, I think the big thing is that we just want to, I mean, your final question usually is good. I think if you can just, what's the final question?
Jim.
Just let
We
it take.
so appreciate you telling us all about your business. Could you leave us with a final thought today?
Final thought? Okay, well, when you're looking around and you see things that are not right or could be better, just take a thought and how could I make it better? And using STEM helps a lot. So you figure out the science of it, the mathematics might be involved, the technology or in there, and translate that to your kids, that they can make this a better world as well, not just accepting it the way it is, and be positive about it, not just the negative complaining.
I love that. Yes.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, and Jim, I'm just going to keep visiting the whole thing with Professor Jim. People need to go check out your videos because I think you're like on the verge of if you just keep plugging ahead and you turn it into the nonprofit, I think that is going to open up so many doors. But if we can help you in the meantime, I think that's a big deal to me. I think that's going to be great. So that was a really good thing. You could have plugged your own business, but you didn't. I just love the way you just said that. That was pretty cool. So Nicole.
Yes.
I guess we're kind of ready to wrap up, huh?
Yes, we are ready to wrap up. We want to thank everybody again for joining us. Please visit us at ttrnetworking.com. And then below, we're going to have some information how to contact Jim, a little bit more information about his ProdigySTEM.com.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything I'm missing?
Yeah, you're forgetting to tell them you have a blog called Thankful Single Mama.
Yes, thankfulsinglemama.com, and mama is MOMMA.
Yeah.
It's a place to find inspiration for kids. Anybody involved with kids, whether you're a parent, teacher, friend, I don't know, sibling. Siblings, we'll add that. I haven't added that yet. Just inspiration and hope, and just excited about it. Just, you know, it's a blog, and it's kind of in the new stages, but just real excited, a way to help out the community.
But you're also helping Jim now with, you're part of his board, so that's
yeah, I'm
exciting.
so excited and honored. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah,
So
we'll have to have,
going.
yeah, once he gets us going, I mean, we're gonna have to have you guys come back. Well, you'll be on here, Nicole, but we're gonna have to have Jim come back and give us an update every once in a while. I think right now the biggest thing we could all do is spread the word about Prodigy STEM and Jim Mathews and Professor Jim. That's what we got.
Professor Jim, yeah.
Yep. So go ahead, Nicole, close it out.
Well, thank you again. And until next time, may all your days be filled with authenticity.
Good. Sounds good.
This